Hello, my name's Alex and I'm a volunteer with Zagor. Let me tell you a little bit about where I came from and who I am. I was born in a British city called Newcastle upon Tyne. The city has a rich history and is lauded for the architecture, good musical venues, and many landmarks. The people of Newcastle are known generally as Geordies. You will recognise them due to their love of football, shirtlessness despite the temperature, large guts, enjoyment of the local nightlife, and a strong desire to cover everything in gravy. It is widely thought that the term Geordie came from the name of the inventor George Stephenson, who created a specialist lamp in 1815. The lamp was used in coal mines to protect miners after an incident caused the air to ignite. The Geordie lamp prevented this from happening again. This theory, however, is sometimes rejected by many who believe the name came well before 1815. Another theory is that it was a name coined by the Scots in order to belittle the Northern English during the Scottish Jacobite Rising, where Newcastle sided with King George II in 1745. Newcastle has a rivalry with a city called Sunderland, which is approximately 12 miles down the road. This rivalry is centuries old, dating as far back as the English Civil War, specifically the Battle of Baldon Hill, which took place in 1644. Hundreds of years later, and football has simply become a modern excuse to keep the fires between the two cities burning. This hatred devolved into a riot in 2013 between the two football clubs, and a notable amount of damage was done to the city by its own inhabitants. As does anywhere in the world during these changing times, Newcastle is also lost in a sea of extreme politics from both sides. Despite radical groups having a distinct voice in the region, there are still many groups that just want to live in a better world and show this through peaceful protests across the city. Despite any disagreement that people may have, everyone can agree that Greggs is the greatest export from Newcastle to the rest of the UK. First opened in 1939, Greggs has become a staple of the British lunch by many people. Lots will claim the steak bake is the best product, while others will declare it is the sausage roll. Most people, not only those from Newcastle, but the whole of the UK, will boast about the rejuvenating powers of a Greggs bake. The bakery is so well loved that people have gone as far as creating lines of clothing, selling frozen favourites in supermarkets, and even creating a vegan selection. Greggs might be the only thing holding the country together. Despite all of these truly wonderful things about my hometown and country, I decided to leave and embark upon an adventure in Croatia, a country fraught with its own problems and messy history, but also many achievements and a natural beauty. Zagor has an approximate population of 9,000 people compared to the 270,000 person population of Newcastle. In the past, I have worked on a few different film shoots, once as a sound recordist on a short documentary called Camrex set in a difficult part of Sunderland. I also worked on another film as a runner called System. With this in mind, I hope to hone my video, sound and editing skills in a way that can benefit Zagor and the people of Zagor during my EVS. So that is my story so far, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again once the next chapter is complete.